On March 18, 1990, 15-year-old twins Dannette Millbrook and Jeannette Millbrook vanished without a trace in Augusta, Georgia. Despite their case being one of the most puzzling disappearances in U.S. history, their story remains underreported. Today, we'll delve into the life of the Millbrook twins, the timeline of their disappearance, and the troubling circumstances that have left their family searching for answers for more than 3 decades. Born on April 2, 1974, Dannette and Jeannette were inseparable. Despite being twins, their personalities complemented one another. Dannette, described as the more dominant of the two, often took on a protective role for her sister. The twins attended different middle schools, with Dannette receiving additional academic support. By the time they reached high school, they were enrolled at Lucy Laney High School, where they were known as good-natured teens with no history of running away or causing trouble. However, their lives weren't without challenges. In 1989, Jeannette was bullied at a bus stop, prompting Dannette to intervene. A minor fight broke out, but authorities quickly dismissed it as a typical childhood scuffle. Despite this incident, the Millbrook twins' lives were largely ordinary. Their family described them as loving daughters and sisters who had no reason to leave home. March 18, 1990, started like any other day for the Millbrook twins. They had recently moved to an apartment on Cooney Circle, but were still familiar with their old neighborhood on 12th Street, where they regularly visited a gas station known as the Pumpin' Shop. On the day they vanished, the twins made several stops. At one point, they were spotted at a Church's Chicken on Milledgeville Road, where they noticed a man in a van following them. Their journey continued to Forest Street, where they visited their godfather to borrow money for bus fare. This would be the last time their parents and siblings saw them. From there, they walked to Tin Cup Lane, hoping to invite their cousin Juanita on a walk. However, Juanita's mother didn't allow it, citing the late hour. The twins then made their way to their older sister A. Sanders' house on Piquet Avenue. Their final stop was the Pumpin' Shop gas station. According to the clerk, the girls were there for a brief moment. She turned her back, and when she looked again, the twins were gone. There were only 2 possible explanations for their sudden disappearance. Either they walked into a nearby alley known for violence, or they got into a vehicle. Over the years, several leads have surfaced, though none have provided concrete answers. One possible suspect is Joseph Patrick Washington, a known serial killer who operated in the area during the time of the twins' disappearance. Washington, who worked at a brickyard nearby, was linked to at least 2 murders and had previously abducted a woman at the Pumpin' Shop. However, Washington died in 1999, and no evidence conclusively ties him to the Millbrook case. Another lead involves an associate of the twins' father, who had a criminal history involving murder and body disposal. Investigators interviewed the associate, but his account was deemed unreliable and the lead was dropped. Perhaps the most disturbing aspect of this case is the police's handling or lack thereof. From the start, the investigation was marred by negligence. The family repeatedly reported the girls missing, but authorities initially dismissed their concerns, suggesting the twins were runaways. Later, they falsely informed the family that the girls had been found, only to close the case without explanation. Shanta Sturgis, the twins' younger sister, recalls the moment in 1993 when a detective came to their home, claiming the case was closed because the girls had been located. This, of course, was untrue. Institutional racism and a lack of resources allocated to cases involving black victims likely played a role in the mishandling of the Millbrook investigation. In 1993, skeletal remains of an unidentified woman were discovered in Aiken, South Carolina, about 30 miles from Augusta. The remains matched the timeline of the twins' disappearance, and a facial reconstruction bore a resemblance to Jeannette Millbrook. However, DNA testing has yet to confirm this connection. To this day, no one has been charged with any crimes related to the disappearance of Dannette and Jeannette Millbrook. Dannette and Jeannette Millbrook would be 49 years old today. Their case remains unsolved, but their family continues to seek answers and justice. If you have any information about the Millbrook twins, please contact the relevant authorities. Together, we can ensure their story is never forgotten.